Yo, what's up, y'all? We out here, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about Thanksgiving, great holiday. A lot of people celebrate it, and I guess not worldwide necessarily. It's, I guess, more of a United States American thing. But either way, we just had that holiday celebration the last couple days, and you know, it's it's always interesting. Looks like I'll show you. I have a little strap holding up my sword here, and it isn't where it's supposed to be. So I don't know if it ripped or something. I'll need to fix that. But anyways, I was just up here in Michigan, really gonna do my own thing and just chill for the day. And for the most part, I did. But a couple days earlier, Coach Richie had asked me if I had plans, and I said no, I don't. So he invited me to come over to his place, which was really cool. Definitely appreciate him for that, and end up going over there for the Thanksgiving dinner, which was absolutely fantastic. Shout out to Jahida, Coach Richie's wife, for putting together some absolutely incredible food and dishes, and yeah, it was great. We got to watch some football. The Ravens played. Not thankful for how that game went. There was a lot of giving going on in that game from the Ravens, but it is what it is, man. But it was great being able to spend time with a family and with family and their extended family. It was really cool. It's interesting for me because I was down with my actual family for a couple weeks since November 9th. We had my dad's birthday surprise party through Acrofest and then through the car trouble. So I ended up being down there, a week longer than I thought I was going to. And I was thankful for that time to be able to spend with them. But obviously coming back up here for my first drill weekend with the Navy Reserve and then coming back home after that, it's like, wouldn't make much sense to try to turn around and go down the road, but they had their own plans anyway. And to be honest, I was a little tired of being all over the place, so definitely did not mind just chilling here. But something I appreciate that Coach threw out there as we were getting ready to eat, he said he encouraged us. There were a couple tables set up. He encouraged us at the tables to think about what we were grateful for and to share that as a part of our table discussion. And obviously, the discussion ranged from a lot of different things, and some people found out that I was in the seminary and had finished my master's, the MDiv, and we got the theologian jokes, and I got a little bit nervous that we were going to have some kind of debate. Thankfully, didn't go that route. But in the back of my mind, the whole time I'm sitting there eating it, I'm thinking about, man, what am I really thankful for? Outside of the general, like, you know how it is. When people ask us the things we're thankful for, we talk about like life and food and being able to breathe and that kind of stuff. And my mind immediately thought, dude, man, there's a lot of junk going on right now in life, a lot of things that have made it challenging. And I realized that even though I'm not necessarily, don't get me wrong when I say this, but I'm not glad that my mom is going through her mental health struggles. I'm not grateful for that in that sense. I'm not grateful for the fact that I have these car issues and that it's costing me a lot of money that I don't have to repair it, and that it's probably going to take some action beyond that with the dealer to try to figure out some stuff. I'm not grateful that things in my life are not where I would want them to be yet, and it feels like a struggle to get those things in the right direction. There are a number of things that aren't where I would want them to be right now. Big things in life that I would not say that I'm quote unquote grateful for. However, in that moment of reflecting, I realized that I am grateful for something in spite of that. And the thing that I'm grateful for is that I'm still positive, and that in the midst of all of these things that aren't going how I would like them to go, I'm still finding myself being grounded and learning to ground myself more in Jesus and my relationship with God. And I think that's what's contributing to me having a positive outlook and you know what, it's going to be all right. We'll figure this thing out. God will figure things out. God will help me out when needed. And I am really grateful for that mentality. I understand when you're going through times that require patience, that it can be hard to be grateful. But maybe that's what it is. Not necessarily trying to look at the situation itself and say you're grateful for the situation, but can you be grateful for how you're able to respond, for how your spirits are and how your soul feels in a time where it feels like you're burdened down. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm not necessarily grateful that it's snowing outside right now, and that it's cold, like 30 degrees up here in Michigan, I am grateful that through it all, God is still good, that I can have a positive mentality, and that I can have a hopeful mindset and perspective, that these things will pass and better times are coming, and I'll be able to get on track. And these other situations will be able to get on track as needed in due time. So grateful for that. And I pray that you and your Thanksgiving season can also find a good perspective of things to be thankful for. And not just the things to be thankful for, like the material, the tangible things, but also the mentality and your spirit and where your mind and where your heart is at going into this holiday season. So keep that in mind. And yeah, grateful for that. Catch you next one.